Hello and welcome back. I hope you're ready for another episode of Tales from Helheim.
Hello and welcome back. I hope you're ready for another story. This one will shake you to your very core.
I'm going to tell you all a story from my childhood. The names from this story have been changed to protect the innocent. We moved into this rickety trailer when I was 4 years old. Blue and white painted on the outside. The panels missing from the bottom of the trailer. None of the other trailers in the trailer park looked any better. I remember playing outside in the backyard. Dry, dusty rock and dead grass. One day when I was playing outside in the backyard, near the old shed that we never used, my father kept it locked. I remember playing with my army men near the shed before hearing a creaking sound. The door from the shed had opened, and near the back of the shed, near the rusted tools and old wood, there was a figure. No details I can make out. No features. Just the shape of a person. I remember the feeling when I was young. Complete terror. Feeling frozen. There was nothing too scary about the incident at first, but something about it gave me this feeling inside. This feeling that something wasn't right. I took off running, back inside, to tell my mother, "Mom, the shed is open." She told me that didn't make sense. My dad kept it locked. She would go check on it later. After that, I was forced to stay inside and play. Weeks passed. I forgot the incident. Completely left my mind. One night, during a monsoon storm, I laid in my bunk bed. I was the bottom. My older brother lay on the top bunk. Our bed was on the wall next to the window. I remember as I fell asleep, I felt uneasy. For some reason, the memory of the shed came back. As I tried to drift off into sleep, I remember looking at the window and seeing that same figure again, featureless, black. This time I didn't freeze. The terror made me flee. I ran as fast as my little feet could take me down the hall. I made it about halfway down the hall to the intersection where it cut to the bathroom. I remember looking into the darkness of the bathroom. Something didn't feel right. As I was mid-run, I stopped. I looked into the shadows, and my vision slowly faded. I woke up the next morning in the bathroom. I didn't remember why. I barely remembered the incident from the night before. It felt like a dream, almost not real. I never told anybody about the incident that night. kept it to myself. Thought it might have been a nightmare. But the nightmare was far from over. Months went by this time, and I was playing outside again. Here in the Southwest, playing with the hose in the mud just to keep cool. The same creak occurs again, and I see the shed door open. This time, no figure. Nothing. Just an open door. This time, my curiosity gets the best of me, and I make my way inside. Something about it still doesn't feel right. Feels off. Even as a child, I could feel the anxiety building. But I look around at the rusted tools, the rotted lumber. I look around hoping to see something, hoping to figure out what's been going on. But there's just nothing. I leave and I go back to playing. There's no incidences for quite some time. A couple of years go by, and not much happens. Sounds here and there. Shadows every now and again you can't explain. But it was one day I was left alone at the house with my cousin. We were playing video games, like little kids do. Still pretty young to be left at home alone without any adult supervision. Just when we're fully relaxed, in our own minds, playing, doing our own thing, there's a sound. I'll never forget this sound for the rest of my life. There's a roar. When I say the word roar, I mean it sounded like an animal. No animal we have here in the Southwest. Like a tiger, a lion. Something close. The sound came from the same room as us. We looked at each other, eyes wide, full of terror. We didn't know what to do. We were too scared to investigate the house. Too scared to do anything else other than run out of the home. We waited in the driveway for over an hour till my mother returned, arms full of groceries. We tried to explain to her what was going on. But how do you explain that? And from my mother's perspective, how do you believe it? She played it off. Me and my cousin talked about the incident, what it could have been, what it probably wasn't. After that, not much happened for a while. But I remember a few weeks later, for some reason, my parents added another lock to that shed. I never asked what had happened. I never asked why we added the lock. In the back of my mind, I kind of knew. Maybe they saw something too. Maybe I wasn't so crazy. Maybe it wasn't just my imagination. Maybe what I experienced. Maybe what my cousin was present for. Maybe it was real. Maybe it frightened my parents too. This incident never left me. Stays with me even till today. Even talking about it still kind of gives me the chills. It's kind of strange how some of the scariest experiences a person can have happen right in your own home where you're supposed to be safe. where you're supposed to feel good, at home, terror can still find you.
And that goes to show that nowhere you can ever be is safe. Nothing can be ran from. If terror wants to find you, it will. Don't forget to cover up and tuck yourself in, because you never know what's waiting to grab you and pull you under.